Deep in the heart of the Siberian wilderness, where the wind howls like a lonely ghost and the temperature drops to a bone-chilling -50 degrees, survival is a luxury few can afford. For many years, this small wooden cabin has been the only home for a kind-hearted grandmother. But one snowy evening, the silence was broken, not by the wind, but by a soft scratching at the door. There, shivering in the frost, was a mother fox and her 3 tiny cubs. Their fur was matted with ice, and their eyes pleaded for warmth the forest could no longer provide. Most would see wild animals, but the grandmother saw a family in need of a miracle. Without a second thought, she welcomed the wild visitors into her sanctuary. The fireplace, a glowing heart in the center of the room, crackled with life. The cubs, at first terrified, slowly felt the frost melt from their tiny paws. The grandmother prepared a bowl of warm milk, a simple gesture that bridged the gap between human and beast. As the mother fox watched her babies drink, a deep bond of trust was formed. This wasn't just a rescue, it was the beginning of an extraordinary friendship that defied the laws of the wild. Inside those log walls, the freezing world outside felt a lifetime away. As the days passed, the cabin became a playground. The cubs grew stronger and more curious, treating the grandmother like their own pack leader. They would hide in her boots and chase the yarn as she knitted by the fire. One afternoon, while the grandmother was kneading dough for bread, the foxes decided to help. In a flurry of white flour and wagging tails, the kitchen turned into a scene of pure joy. Even the mother fox seemed to smile as she watched her cubs play. These moments of laughter were the grandmother's greatest reward for her kindness, proving that love has its own language, spoken through touch and care. But the foxes were not just guests, they were grateful friends. As the harshest part of winter faded, the mother fox began to roam the woods again, not just to hunt, but to bring gifts. She would return with branches of bright orange berries and rare herbs, dropping them at the grandmother's feet. It was her way of saying, "Thank you," for saving her lineage. The grandmother would take these gifts, brewing tea and decorating her home. A beautiful exchange between the hand that feeds and the heart that remembers. They lived in perfect harmony. A tiny ecosystem of compassion in a vast, cold world. Time flies in the wilderness. The snow eventually gave way to the vibrant colors of a Siberian summer. One year has passed since that fateful knock at the door. The cubs are now full-grown, majestic foxes. But they have never forgotten the woman who gave them a second chance at life. Even now, they return to the porch every day, waiting for the grandmother to step out. The bond has only grown deeper with time. As the sun sets over the green forest, casting a golden glow on the cabin, we are reminded that no act of kindness is ever wasted. In the coldest places on earth, the warmest stories are born. This is the legacy of the grandmother and her fox family. A story of survival, gratitude, and a love that knows no boundaries.